This is Megara from Disney's animated Hercules. While I was at the Disney store to pick up the dolls for Raya and the Last Dragon, I also saw these dolls for older movies. I decided to go back and pick up a few of these dolls a few days later. Some dolls were already sold out, but I managed to get a few. I noticed the interesting animation style of Hercules. It is very geometric, made up of basic shapes. It uses bold, expressive, but kind of discontinuous curvature lines. I'm thinking maybe I should try to keep this kind of look and feel for Mount Olympus and perhaps the gods' world based on the Greek mythology. So that kind of distinguishes them from the rest of the mortal world. Megara works for Hades, so she will become another addition to the villain's side. According to the Disney's version of Hercules, Megara's unnamed ex-boyfriend died, so she made a deal with Hades to revive this nameless boyfriend in return for working for Hades. But the ex-boyfriend ditches Megara anyway, and now she's left with this hideous deal with Hades. So she doesn't trust men. Totally understandable. And then everything changed when she met Hercules and she fell in love with him and they lived happily ever after. Okay, that was the Disney's version. In the original story, the ex-boyfriend is Hercules. Yep, he's the reason why Megara ended up in the underworld. I will save you all the gory details because Greek mythology is full of horrors that are meant to shock people, which probably sounded really funny on the stage. Most of these Greek mythologies are written for stage performances. I can imagine how these random twists in the story were liked by the audience, mainly for its comical values on the stage. Anyway, I don't think Hercules and Megara loved each other. She was a prize for Hercules for winning some battles. But Hercules goes crazy. He might have killed Megara. Megara ends up in the underworld. Hades thought Megara deserved another chance, so Hades let her go back to the living world. Hercules, on the other hand, goes and gets 2 more wives. So, who is the real villain here? It doesn't sound like Megara to me, or even Hades, who gave Megara a second chance so she can go back and live out a life she deserved. But of course, Megara has to do as Hades says, because Hades can take Megara back to the underworld anytime he wants. So that kind of makes Hades scary. But Hades thinks Megara can help him take over the universe and the cosmos, so I guess Hades needs Megara. We can do like a side story of Megara and Hades trying to take over the Mount Olympus at some point later. So let's actually talk about the doll. The doll has 12 points of articulations. Megara comes in a beautiful pinkish purple dress and a gorgeous hairstyle. She looks like she could be a model for a shampoo commercial. Her hair is tied up in a ponytail with a golden elastic band. There are 2 gold studs on the shoulder which seem to be glued, and they hold up the front collar. There is a long purple sash around her hip. She comes with a pair of brown slippers. Her entire dress is dusted with lots of sparkles. So this is Megara from Hercules.